You know, I've seen a lot in this world, and one thing that always baffles me is how some people can hurt others with no remorse. They do it with intention. It's calculated, it's cold, and it's personal. They damage you intentionally, and you're left picking up the pieces trying to make sense of it all. Now, I don't know your situation, but I do know pain, I know betrayal. I know what it feels like when someone looks you in the eye and without a second thought decides to tear you down. Let's not sugarcoat this. There are people out here who mean to do you harm. They're not just careless, they're deliberate. They want to see you struggle. They want to see you fall because somehow your pain brings them satisfaction. Maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's insecurity, or maybe they've got their own demons they're fighting. Whatever the reason, they decided that you were the one they take it out on. And when you're on the receiving end of that, it's devastating. It shakes you to your core, makes you question everything you thought you knew about them, about yourself, about the world. But let me tell you something. Just because they damage you doesn't mean you're broken. Just because they tried to take you down doesn't mean you have to stay down. And just because they hurt you intentionally doesn't mean they get to define you. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you it's easy. It's not. When someone damages you intentionally, it feels personal. It feels like an attack on who you are. It messes with your sense of self-worth, with your confidence, with your peace of mind. And that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted to get under your skin, to plant that seed of doubt in your head, to make you second guess yourself. They wanted you to feel small, to feel like you weren't enough. But here's the truth. That's their agenda, not yours. What they tried to do to you says more about them than it does about you. You've got to understand that when people act out of malice, it's usually because they're dealing with their own issues. Now, that's not an excuse for their behavior. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you should just forgive and forget. No, that's not what this is about. What I'm saying is that their actions are a reflection of who they are, not who you are. They're projecting their pain, their insecurities, their shortcomings onto you. And for whatever reason, they thought you were an easy target. Let me tell you something. There are folks out here who find joy in watching others suffer. It's sickening, but it's true. They're wrestling with their own demons, and instead of facing them, they choose to lash out. They think that by tearing you down, they somehow elevate themselves. They think that by belittling you, they're making their own pain a little more bearable. But that's a lie. It's a delusion that only leads to more hurt. They don't realize that when they throw dirt on you, only burying themselves deeper in their own misery. Now, you might be sitting there feeling heavy with the weight of their actions. You might be feeling like you've been knocked down, like you're struggling to breathe under the weight of the hurt. But here's what I want you to understand. Just because they try to take you down doesn't mean you have to stay down. You are stronger than they think. And you're stronger than you think, too. I know it doesn't feel like that right now. I know you might be questioning everything, wondering why this happened, how you didn't see it coming, if you did something to deserve it. But let me stop you right there. This isn't about what you deserve. Nobody deserves to be hurt intentionally. Nobody deserves to be betrayed, to be manipulated, to be disrespected. So don't waste your energy trying to figure out what you could have done differently. That's not the road you need to go down. You need to recognize that you have the power to define yourself. You are not what they said you are. You are not the hurt they inflicted on you. You are not the lies they spread or the doubts they sowed. You are so much more than that. You are a survivor. You are a warrior. You have been through the fire and you've come out stronger. So when those thoughts creep in, when the whispers of their words start to echo in your mind, you've got to stand up and say, no, that's not who I am. That's not my truth. Your truth is that you are capable, you are worthy, and you are enough. And let's talk about healing. Healing doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. It means acknowledging the pain, sitting with it, feeling it, and then making a conscious decision to move forward. It means allowing yourself to grieve the damage that was done, the trust that was broken, the innocence that was lost. And that's okay. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to want to scream and shout and cry until your throat is raw. Those feelings are valid. You've got to let them out, because if you don't, they'll eat you alive from the inside out. But as you allow yourself to feel, you also have to remind yourself that this pain does not define you. It is a part of your story, yes, but it is not the whole story. You are writing your own narrative. And every time you choose to rise above the hurt, you're adding a new chapter. You're showing the world and yourself that you're not going to let anyone dim your light. They might have tried to snuff it out, but you are a flame that refuses to be extinguished. I want you to visualize that flame inside you, picture burning bright, even in the darkest of nights. That flame represents your spirit, your resilience, your will to overcome. When you feel it flickering, when you feel the doubt creeping in, take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to reconnect with that flame. It's there. It's always been there. And you've got to fan it, nurture it, give it the fuel it needs to grow. And part of that fuel comes from surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. You need to be around folks who see you for who you truly are, not for who those malicious souls tried to make you believe you are. Surround yourself with love, with positivity, with encouragement. Those are the people who will remind you of your worth when you forget it. Those are the people who will stand by you, who will cheer you on as you navigate your healing journey. And listen, I get it. Sometimes hard to trust again. Sometimes it's hard to let people in. You've been hurt, and it's natural to build up those walls. But don't let those walls become a prison. You can protect yourself while still allowing love and support to flow in. It's about finding that balance. It's about knowing who to let in and who to keep at arm's length. You've got to be selective. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, to your vulnerability. But there are good people out there, people who will cherish you, respect you, and uplift you. Seek them out. Now let's talk about boundaries. Setting boundaries is not just important, it's essential. When you've been damaged intentionally, you have to make it clear what you will and will not accept. You've got to be proactive in protecting your energy. It's not about building walls, it's about establishing a safe space for yourself. It's about saying, I will not tolerate disrespect. I will not tolerate betrayal. I will not tolerate anyone who tries to take away my peace. Setting those boundaries might feel uncomfortable at first, but I promise you it's necessary. It's a form of self-care. It's a declaration of your worth. When you stand firm in your boundaries, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. I deserve respect. I deserve love. I deserve kindness. And guess what? You will start to attract people who align with that energy. You will start to draw in those who appreciate you for who you are and will honor the space you create for yourself. Now, let's pivot a bit and talk about the power of forgiveness. I know you're probably thinking forgiveness. Really? After what they did to me, and I get it. Forgiveness can feel like a tall order. It's not easy to forgive someone who intentionally hurt you. But let me clarify, forgiveness is not about them, it's about you. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying that pain. It's about letting go of the anger that can weigh you down. Forgiveness doesn't mean you condone their behavior. It doesn't mean you forget what they did. It means you're choosing to release the hold that anger has on your heart. It's a conscious decision to move forward without the chains of resentment. And that doesn't mean it'll happen overnight. It might take time, and that's perfectly okay. But the moment you start to feel that weight lift off your shoulders, the moment you realize that you no longer have to give them power over your emotions, that's the moment you start to reclaim your freedom. And let's not forget about your dreams. When you've been hurt, it's easy to let those wounds overshadow your ambitions. It's easy to feel like you're not worthy of pursuing your passions, like you're not capable of achieving your goals. But I'm here to tell you that you have every right to chase your dreams. Don't let their actions hold you back from living the life you want. You've got to be relentless in pursuing what sets your soul on fire. Whether it's your career, your art, your relationships, whatever it is that brings you joy, you have to go after it with everything you've got. Use the pain as fuel. Let it drive you to work harder, to be more passionate, to be more focused. Show the world that you're not just a survivor, you're a thriver. You're not going to let anyone's malice dictate your potential. You are going to rise above it and achieve greatness on your own terms. And let me remind you, healing is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs. There will be moments when you feel like you've conquered the world. And then there will be moments when the past tries to creep back in. But every time you choose to rise, every time you choose to step into your power, you're building a stronger foundation for your future. Embrace the journey. Embrace the process. Embrace the lessons that come along with it. Life is going to throw curveballs at you. That's a given. But you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. You've already proven that. You've survived what they tried to do to you, and you will continue to overcome. You will continue to shine. So, as you walk this path of healing, remember to be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. Allow yourself to feel, to heal, to grow. Surround yourself with love. Set those boundaries. Pursue your dreams. And don't forget to forgive not for them, but for yourself. In the end, you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. You are more than what they tried to make you believe. You are a force to be reckoned with, and you have the power to shape your own narrative. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and walk forward with your head held high. You've got this. The road you need to go down is the one that leads to healing, to rebuilding, to reclaiming your power. Because that's what they tried to take from you, your power. And the best way to get it back is to rise above what they tried to do. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore what happened. No, you've got to face it head on. You've got to acknowledge the pain, feel it, and process it. Because if you don't, it'll eat you alive from the inside. But once you've done that, once you've given yourself the space to grieve, to hurt, to be angry, then it's time to let go. Not for their sake, but for yours. You see, holding on to that anger, that resentment, is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't hurt them, it hurts you. It keeps you stuck in the past, reliving the pain over and over again. And let me tell you, you're worth more than that. Your future is worth more than that. So how do you let go? How do you move past something that feels so personal, so intentional? It starts with a decision that you're not going to let what they did define the rest of your life. A decision that you're going to take back control, that you're going to rebuild, that you're going to be stronger on the other side of this. It's not about forgiving them, it's about freeing yourself. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Denzel, you don't know what they did to me. You don't know how deep this cut is. And you're right, I don't know your exact situation. But I do know that holding on to the pain won't change what happened. It won't make them regret their actions. It won't make them apologize. And it won't give you the closure you're looking for. The only thing that will give you closure is deciding that you're done letting them have power over your life. Imagine standing at the edge of a river, looking at the water flow. That river represents your life, your journey. Now think about the boulders that have been thrown in your path. Those boulders are the pain, the hurt, the betrayal. They're big, they're heavy, and they're blocking your way. But you've got the power to choose how to deal with them. You can sit there and cry about those boulders. You can let them consume you. Or you can find a way around them, over them, or even under them. You can choose to navigate your way forward. It's not going to be easy. You might stumble, you might fall. You might feel like you're back at square one. But every time you get back up, you're showing yourself and the world that you won't be defeated. You're building resilience. You're proving that they don't get to have the final say over your life. Now let's talk about processing that pain. It's so important to give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling. If you're angry, let yourself be angry. If you're sad, let yourself cry. Don't hold it in. Don't suppress it. Those emotions are valid and they're a natural part of the healing process. You've got to allow yourself to experience those feelings fully, because when you do, you're creating a pathway to release them. And that release doesn't have to look a certain way. Some folks find it through writing, putting pen and paper, spilling out all those feelings. Others might find it in exercise, pushing their bodies to let go of the tension. Some might find it through conversations with trusted friends, talking it out until they feel lighter. Whatever it is for you, find that outlet. Don't keep it bottled up inside. After you process that pain, it's about reframing your narrative. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of their actions, start to see yourself as a survivor. Every scar you carry is a testament to your strength. Every wound that has healed is a reminder of your ability to endure. You're not defined by what they did to you. You're defined by how you choose to respond. And that brings me back to your power. When you reclaim your power, you're taking back control of your life. You're saying, I will not allow what happened to me dictate my worth. You're declaring that you will rise above their attempts to diminish you. You'll stand tall, proud, and unapologetically yourself. Now, part of this journey involves setting boundaries. You have to protect your energy. You have to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who encourage you, who see you for the incredible person you are. If there are folks in your life who continue to drag you down, who keep bringing up the past, who feed into your pain, then it's time to evaluate those relationships. You have the right to step back from toxic people. You have the right to say no more. I won't let you continue to affect my life. Setting boundaries is not about being mean. It's about self-respect. It's about creating a safe space for you to heal and grow. You deserve to be around individuals who inspire you, who believe in you, who want to see you succeed. As you embark on this journey of healing, remember that it's not linear. There will be days when you feel like you're on top of the world, and then there will be days when the past tries to rear its ugly head. It's okay, it's part of the process. What's important is how you respond. When those moments come, don't be hard on yourself. Acknowledge them, but don't let them pull you back down. And remember, healing takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Every step forward is progress, no matter how small. Celebrate the little victories. Celebrate the days when you choose to rise above the pain, the days when you decide to reclaim your joy. Speaking of joy, as you move forward, it's vital to rediscover what brings you happiness. It might have been a while since you truly felt joy, since you allowed yourself to experience it. So ask yourself, what makes you feel alive? Is it painting? Is it cooking? Is it spending time in nature? Whatever it is, make room for it in your life. Joy is a powerful antidote to the pain you've experienced. When you engage in the things that light you up, you're infusing your life with positivity. You're reminding yourself that there's still beauty in the world, that there's still love to be found, and that there's still hope for a brighter future. And don't be afraid to dream big. Your past does not limit your future. Just because you've been hurt doesn't mean you should settle for less than what you deserve. Dream big and pursue those dreams with everything you got. Your dreams are a reflection of your potential, your hopes, and your aspirations. They are waiting for you to chase them down. Now let's take a moment to talk about gratitude. It might sound strange after everything you've been through, but practicing gratitude can be a game changer. It's easy to focus on the negatives, on what's been taken from you, on the pain you've experienced. But shifting your focus to what you're grateful for can help you see the silver lining. It can help you find peace amidst the chaos. Start small. Each day, write down a few things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as the warmth of the sun on your face or the smile of a stranger. It could be the love of your family or the support of your friends. Gratitude helps you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that even in your darkest moments, there are still things to hold on to. And as you cultivate gratitude, remember to extend that same compassion to yourself. You've been through a lot, and you deserve love and kindness. Be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself with love. Treat yourself like you would treat a dear friend who's been hurt. You deserve that kind of compassion. And here's a little secret. You have the ability to create a life that honors your journey. You have the ability to turn your pain into purpose. Maybe your experiences can be a source of inspiration for others. Maybe you can share your story, your journey of healing, and show others that it's possible to rise above the hurt. You have the power to transform your pain into a beacon of hope for those who are still navigating their way through darkness. So as you stand at the crossroads of your life, remember that you get to choose the path you take. You can either allow the pain to define you, or you can choose to rise above it. You can choose to reclaim your power, to embrace your worth, to live a life filled with joy and purpose. Take a moment to envision what that life looks like. What do you see? What do you want? Hold on to that vision. Let it guide you as you move forward. You have the strength within you to create a future that reflects who you truly are: resilient, powerful, beautiful individual who refuses to be defined by the actions of others. So step into that vision. Step into your power. Let go of what no longer serves you. Heal, rebuild, and rise. Your future is waiting for you, and it's going to be incredible. You've got this. And here's the thing, you don't have to go through this alone. There are people who care about you, who want to see you heal, who want to help you get back on your feet. Lean on them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is admit that you need support. Whether it's friends, family, or a professional, don't try to carry this burden on your own. You deserve to have people in your corner rooting for your success and your healing. Now let's talk about rebuilding. When someone damages you intentionally, it can feel like your whole world has been shattered, like everything you thought you knew about yourself, about trust, about love has been thrown into question. But here's the good news: you have the power to rebuild. And not just to rebuild what was, but to create something even stronger, even more beautiful than before. Start with yourself. Start by reminding yourself who you are. Not who they tried to make you believe you are, but who you really are. You are worthy. You are deserving of love, of respect, of kindness. You have value that goes beyond what anyone else thinks or says. And no one can take that away from you. Rebuilding begins with a foundation. Just like a house, if you want to build something strong, you've got to have a solid base. That foundation is self-love. It's acknowledging your worth and refusing to let anyone's actions dictate how you see yourself. You've got to wake up every morning and look in that mirror and not just see the hurt or the pain, but see the strength, the resilience, and the beauty that resides within you. It's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But every day you wake up and choose to believe in yourself, you're laying another brick in that foundation. Every time you silence that inner critic, the voice that tells you you're not good enough, that you don't deserve happiness, you're fortifying your structure. Every time you choose to step outside your comfort zone, to embrace challenges, to pursue your dreams, you're not just rebuilding, you're creating a fortress. And as you begin to rebuild, it's crucial to recognize the importance of setting goals. Goals give you direction. They help you focus on the future instead of getting stuck in the past. But make sure those goals are grounded in your values and what truly matters to you. What do you want to achieve? What are the dreams that have been buried under the weight of your pain? Bring those dreams to the forefront. Write them down. Create a vision board if that helps. See them, feel them, and make them a part of your daily life. And here's where it gets really powerful. Start taking action. Even if those steps are small, take them. Maybe it's signing up for that class you've always wanted to take, or reaching out to a friend you've lost touch with, or even starting that side hustle you've been dreaming about. Action breeds momentum. The more you do, the more you'll feel empowered, the more you'll believe in yourself. Now, along this journey, you've got to be aware of the voices around you. As you start to heal and rebuild, there will be people who may not understand your journey. There may be those who question your decisions, who doubt your choices, who want to pull you back into the shadows of your past. Don't let them. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who celebrate your wins, no matter how small. You need that positive energy. You need a support system that reminds you of your worth and encourages you to keep moving forward. It's important to realize that not everyone will resonate with your journey. Some people may be uncomfortable with the changes you're making. They might want you to stay the same, to remain in the pain, because that's what they're used to. But you have to stand firm in your resolve. You've got to protect your energy. Your healing is a priority, and anyone who doesn't support that has to take a step back. It's not about shutting people out. It's about ensuring that your environment nurtures your growth. As you rebuild, also remember to take care of your mind and body. Healing isn't just about emotional work, it's about holistic wellness. Nourish your body with good food, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. When you take care of your physical health, it has a direct impact on your mental state. You'll feel more energized, more clear-headed, and more equipped to handle life's challenges. Make self-care a priority, whether it's through meditation, yoga, or simply taking time to do things that bring you joy. Those moments of self-care are crucial for your healing journey. Now, let's talk about facing the shadows of your past. It's essential to confront the things that hurt you, but it's equally important to do it with intention. Don't just dwell on the pain, Use it as fuel. Reflect on what those experiences taught you. What did you learn about yourself? What did you learn about others? How have those lessons shaped the person you are today? Transforming pain into wisdom is a powerful tool for growth. And as you reflect, allow yourself to feel gratitude for those lessons. I know it sounds strange to be grateful for pain, but every experience shapes us. It molds us into the people we're meant to be. When you look back, don't just see the hurt. See the strength that emerged from it. See how you've overcome, how you're back, and how you've grown. That perspective will empower you as you move forward. Also, keep in mind that the journey of rebuilding isn't a straight path. There will be ups and downs. Some days will be filled with joy, while others will be filled with struggle, and that's okay. Allow yourself to feel the full range of emotions. There's no right or wrong way to heal. Just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you've taken a step backward. It means you're human. Embrace that. When those down days hit, don't hesitate to lean on your support system. Reach out to those who care about you. Share your feelings. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. That vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It opens the door for deeper connections and understanding. You're not meant to walk this journey alone. And let's not forget the power of self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend going through a tough time. If you find yourself being too hard on yourself, take a step back and ask, what would I say to someone I love in this situation? Then say that to yourself. You are worthy of love, of patience, and of understanding. Be your own biggest advocate. As you continue to rebuild, remember to celebrate your progress. Every step forward, no matter how small, deserves recognition. Whether it's taking a moment to acknowledge that you got out of bed when it felt tough, or celebrating a significant milestone in your healing journey, celebrate it. Those celebrations reinforce your growth and remind you that you are moving in the right direction. And now let's talk about the vision for your future. As you rebuild, you have the opportunity to dream bigger than you ever thought possible. Take the lessons you've learned and use them to create a life that reflects your true self. What do you want? What does happiness look like for you? Don't shy away from dreaming big. It's essential to visualize that future. Picture it clearly. Create a mental image of the life you want to lead, want to be experiences you want to have. This visualization serves as a powerful tool to motivate you. When the journey gets tough, remind yourself of that vision. Let it fuel your fire. And as you work towards that vision, remember to be adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things won't go as planned. That's okay. Be open to change, be willing to pivot, and allow yourself to grow with those changes. Flexibility is crucial on this journey. It helps you navigate the twists and turns while still moving toward your ultimate goals. Ultimately, rebuilding after someone has intentionally damaged you is a transformative journey. It's about rediscovering who you are, reclaiming your power, and forging a path that honors your resilience. You are capable of rising above the hurt, of creating something beautiful from the ashes. So embrace the process. Embrace the discomfort, the uncertainty, and the growth. Trust in your ability to rebuild, to heal, and to thrive. You are not defined by the actions of others. You are defined by how you respond to those actions. You are strong. You are worthy. And you are just getting started. Every day is an opportunity to create the life you want, to step into your power, and to show the world just how unstoppable you are. So stand tall, embrace your journey, and know that the best is yet to come. You've got this. Take the time to invest in yourself. Maybe that means taking up a new hobby, getting back to something you love, or diving into personal development. Maybe it means spending more time with people who lift you up, who remind you of your worth. Maybe it means taking a break from relationships altogether while you focus on healing. Whatever it looks like for you, prioritize your own well-being. And remember, healing is not a straight line. There will be days when you feel like you're on top of the world, like you've moved past the hurt, and you're ready for whatever comes next. And then there will be days when the pain hits you out of nowhere, when the memories come flooding back, and it feels like you're right back where you started. That's okay. That's part of the process. Healing takes time, and it's different for everyone. Be patient with yourself. Don't rush the process, but also don't stay stuck in the pain. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. As you heal, you'll start to notice something incredible. The more you invest in yourself, the more you focus on your own growth, the less power those who tried to hurt you have over you. Their words, their actions, they start to lose their grip on your mind, your heart, your soul. And eventually you'll reach a point where what they did to you is just a part of your story, not the defining chapter. You see, life isn't just about what happens to you, it's about how you respond. You can't control other people. You can't control their intentions, their actions, their choices. But you can control how you choose to move forward. You can choose to stay in the hurt, to let it define you. Or you can choose to rise above it, to take what happened and use it as fuel for your growth. Now, investing in yourself might look different for each of you. For some, it might be hitting the gym and pushing your physical limits. For others, it might be diving into books that expand your mind, or learning a new skill that ignites a passion you've had buried. Whatever it is, give yourself permission to prioritize your interests, your growth, your happiness. When you invest in yourself, you send a clear message to the world. I am worthy of this time and this effort. Maybe you've got a talent that's been lying dormant. Maybe you've always wanted to paint or raise white or sing. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create that moment. Invest your time in activities that bring you joy. You deserve it. And when you start to engage in things that light you up, you'll feel that energy shift. You'll feel more alive, more in tune with who you are and who you're meant to be. And listen, don't shy away from those uncomfortable feelings. I know it's easier to push them aside, to act like everything is okay. But the truth is, those feelings are valid. They're a part of your experience. Acknowledge them. Feel them. Let them surface. Cry if you need to. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to feel hurt, to feel angry. You don't have to put on a brave face all the time. Healing isn't about pretending you're fine. It's about being honest with yourself and allowing yourself to process the pain. But once you acknowledge those feelings, don't let them take root. Don't let them become a permanent part of your narrative. Use that pain as motivation to push yourself forward. Use it to remind you of what you don't want in your life, of what you want to avoid. Pain can be a powerful teacher if you allow it to be. You can learn about your boundaries, your values, your non-negotiables. Embrace that knowledge. As you work through your healing journey, take the time to celebrate the little victories. Maybe you got through a day without feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you reached out to a friend for support. Maybe you tried something new. No victory is too small to celebrate. Each step forward is a testament to your resilience. It shows you that you are capable of moving beyond the hurt, that you are worthy of a life filled with joy and fulfillment. And let me tell you something else. Don't underestimate the power of gratitude. In the midst of your healing, It can be so easy to focus on the negative, to dwell on what's gone wrong, to get stuck in a cycle of why me. But if you shift your perspective and start recognizing the good, you'll find it's there waiting for you. Whether it's the support of a friend, the beauty of nature, or even just a moment of peace, gratitude can transform your outlook. Make it a habit to jot down 3 things you're grateful for each day. They can be big or small. That practice helps you retrain your brain to seek out the positive, even in tough times. It doesn't erase the pain, but it does provide you with a counterbalance, reminding you that there's still beauty in the world, even when you're hurting. And as you heal, remember the importance of setting boundaries. After someone has damaged you intentionally, it's crucial to protect your energy and your peace. Be clear about what you will and won't tolerate. Surround yourself with people who respect those boundaries, who encourage your growth and celebrate your healing. It's not selfish to want to safeguard your well-being. It's necessary. You might have to let some relationships go, and that's hard. Trust me, I know. But if someone isn't contributing positively to your life, they're taking away from it. Letting go isn't about bitterness. It's about making room for what truly matters. It's about honoring your journey and ensuring you're surrounded by those who uplift you. And speaking of support, don't forget the role of community in your healing journey. You don't have to do this alone. Find groups or individuals who share similar experiences, whether in person or online. Sharing your story, listening to others, and finding common ground can be incredibly healing. You'll realize that you're not alone in your struggles, and that connection can be a powerful source of strength. But remember, healing takes time. There's no magic timeline that applies to everyone. Just because someone else seems to have moved on doesn't mean you should be at the same place. Your journey is unique. Don't rush it. Take the time you need to process, to reflect, and to heal. And when you find yourself hitting a rough patch, remind yourself of how far you've come. Look back at the progress you've made, at the strength you've shown. That reflection can reignite your motivation and remind you of your resilience. As you continue to invest in yourself, you'll start to see shifts, not just in how you feel, but in how you approach life. You'll find that the past doesn't hold the same power over you anymore. You won't be defined by what happened to you. You'll be defined by how you chose to rise above it. You'll find your voice, your strength, and your purpose. And here's a powerful truth. The person you're becoming is someone who's been forged in the fire. You've faced challenges, you felt pain, and yet here you are still standing. That resilience is a testament to your strength. And as you invest in yourself, that strength will only grow. You'll become a force to be reckoned with. So embrace your journey. Embrace the ups and downs. Trust the process. You are worthy of the time and effort it takes to heal and grow. Keep pushing forward. Keep investing in yourself and keep reminding yourself of your worth. You've got this. You're capable of creating a life that reflects your true self, a life filled with love, joy, and purpose. Let that vision guide you as you continue to move forward, knowing that the best is yet to come. Your past may be a part of your story, but it doesn't define you. You are the author of your life, and the next chapter is yours to write. When you do that, when you decide that their damage isn't going to break you, you become unstoppable. You become stronger, wiser, more resilient. And that's the greatest revenge. Not revenge in the sense of getting back at them, but revenge in the sense of showing them and yourself that they didn't win. They didn't destroy you. In fact, they only made you stronger. And let me tell you something else. You're going to come out of this with a new level of empathy, of compassion, of understanding. Because when you've been hurt, When you've been damaged, you understand what it feels like. And that makes you more aware of the pain that others are carrying. It makes you more kind, more thoughtful, more intentional in your own actions. You start to move through the world with a different kind of grace. And that's a beautiful thing. So, to anyone who's been damaged intentionally, who's been hurt by someone they trusted, by someone who knew exactly what they were doing, know this: you are not broken. You are not defeated. You are stronger than you realize, and you have the power to heal, to rebuild, and to come out of this better than before. Now, I know it's easy to feel like the world is against you, to feel like you're all alone in your struggle. But trust me when I say you are not alone. Every single person has faced adversity in some form. Every single person has felt the sting of betrayal, the weight of hurt. And while your experience is uniquely yours, it connects you to collective human experience. We all have scars. We all carry our stories. You see, those scars are not just reminders of what has happened to us. They're badges of honor. They're proof that we fought through something, that we've survived. Those scars tell the world that we are warriors, that we have been tested and have come out on the other side. Embrace those scars. Wear them proudly. They tell a story of resilience, of strength, of determination. They are not signs of weakness. They are signs of life. As you navigate this journey of healing, remember that it's okay to take a step back and reflect. Reflection is a powerful tool. It allows you to process what you've been through, to understand how it has shaped you, and to recognize the lessons that have emerged from your pain. It's a chance to evaluate what you want moving forward, what you want to take with you, and what you need to let go of. This reflection can be transformative. It can help you see that even in the darkest times, there are glimmers of hope, lessons and opportunities for growth. And let's talk about those opportunities. When you've been damaged, it can feel like all the doors are closing. But what if I told you that sometimes the hardest experiences can open up new pathways? They can lead you to places you never expected, introduce you to people who will uplift you, and present opportunities that will propel you forward in ways you never imagined. Don't close yourself off to those possibilities. Instead, stay open, stay curious. The universe has a way of guiding us when we are willing to embrace the unknown. You're going to encounter challenges along the way, make no mistake about that. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when you question whether you're really capable of moving past this hurt. And in those moments, remember who you are. Remember the strength that resides within you. And remember that you faced adversity before and have risen from it. You have the tools to overcome, to push through the discomfort, and to emerge even stronger. Surround yourself with people who remind you of that strength. Seek out those who will encourage you, will lift you up, and your best be to be the best version of yourself. You deserve to be in an environment that fosters your growth, that nurtures your spirit. And if someone isn't serving that purpose, it's okay to distance yourself. You're on a journey of healing, and you can't afford to have negativity weighing you down. In fact, you might find that as you start to heal, some relationships will naturally shift. People who were once close might not resonate with your new path. And that's okay. You're evolving, and so are they. Allow those changes to happen without resistance. Embrace the new connections that come your way. Find your tribe, the will walk with you on this journey, who will support you and cheer for your successes, no matter how small they may seem. As you rebuild, focus on setting new intentions for your life. What do you want to accomplish? What dreams have been put on hold? Now's the time to reignite those passions. It's time to put your goals front and center and pursue them relentlessly. Whether it's a career change, a personal project, or even taking up a new hobby, don't let fear hold you back. The world is full of possibilities waiting for you to explore. Take that leap. You have the courage and the strength to go after what you want. And don't be afraid of failure. Failure is not the enemy. It's a part of the process. It's how we learn, grow, and evolve. Every successful person has faced setbacks, rejections, and disappointments. What sets them apart is their ability to rise again, to keep pushing forward despite the odds. So when you stumble, and don't let it define you, dust yourself off, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward. As you focus on your own growth, remember to cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts your perspective. It reminds you of the good in your life, even amid challenges. Take time each day to acknowledge what you're thankful for. It can be something as simple as a beautiful sunrise, a warm cup of coffee, or a conversation with a friend. Those moments matter. They ground you and remind you of the richness of life, even in the face of adversity. And let's not forget the importance of self-compassion. Be kind to yourself during this process. You're navigating something incredibly difficult. There will be days when you feel like you've taken a step backward, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. Extend the same grace to yourself that you would offer a friend. Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel without judgment. This journey isn't linear, and it's not meant to be perfect. When you practice self-compassion, you create a safe space for healing. You learn to embrace your flaws, your mistakes, and your insecurities. You come to understand that these things do not define you. They are simply part of the human experience. This realization allows you to let go of the weight of perfectionism and embrace authenticity instead. And when you show up as your true self, you invite others to do the same. So, as you continue to rise from the ashes of your pain, remember to embrace the journey. It's not just about the destination, it's about the growth you experience along the way. Each step, each moment of vulnerability, each act of courage, these are the things that shape you. They make you who you are and prepare you for the beautiful life that lies ahead. And when you look back on this chapter of your life, don't see it as a time of defeat or damage. See it as a pivotal moment of transformation. A moment that propelled you toward a deeper understanding of yourself, of your resilience, and of your capacity for love and compassion. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are becoming the person you were always meant to be. So stand tall. Walk with your head held high. You have faced darkness and emerged into the light. You are not just a survivor, you are a warrior. And warriors have a way of turning their pain into power, their hurt into healing. So go out there and show the world what you're made of. Show them that they didn't win. You are not just intact, you are transformed, empowered, and ready to conquer whatever comes next. Your story isn't over, it's just beginning. And it's going to be a beautiful one. Don't let what they did define you. Don't let their damage hold you back. Take control of your story and write the next chapter on your own terms. You've got this. And no matter what, remember you are worthy. You are gay, and to be okay.